Hi everyone, Björkvin Benediktsson here from Icelandic Embassy Studios and audioissues.com. Today we're going to be talking about how to record vocals. So before you even start getting technical and start putting up mics in any way or record a single track, you need to make sure that the vocalist you're recording is comfortable recording their parts. That means they need to know all of the lyrics, all of their parts. They need to be physically comfortable in the space that you're recording in. You know, their voice needs to be up to the task. They can't have a cold, they can't be under the weather. So make sure that before anything else, that your vocalist is ready to roll. And the second part is, once you've set everything up, you need to make sure that they can hear themselves well and you have a good headphone mix for them to tune to the other instruments so that you get a good performance. If they can't hear themselves, or they're too dry in their headphones, or they can't hear the instrument that they're tuning to, you'll end up with a subpar performance and just a worse track overall. So make sure that you communicate with your vocalist, and he or she needs to tell you exactly what they want in their headphone mix so that they can perform at the best of their abilities.
All right, so when you're recording vocals, it's good, like a good starting point, just putting it right in front of your mouth, sort of fanning out your hand like this. You can experiment with off-axis responses, and you'll find sometimes it's good to tilt it a little bit towards the chest area. Sometimes it's good to tilt it towards the nasal area. You get different sort of sounds out of the vocals doing that, and it's really just up to you to experiment and go with the sound that you like the most. But another thing too, especially when you're recording in home studios, is you might not be recording in like a really great room. So having acoustic treatment around and having a little bit of treatment that kind of deadens the sound that the mic is hearing. And a really good thing is to have something behind you, sort of foam like this, or if you don't have any acoustic treatment, you can put blankets behind you, anything that can dampen as much of the sound as possible, because when you're singing, that your vocals go out and, you know, it kind of echoes all around the room. The reflections off the walls that you're singing sort of at can come back, hit the wall behind you, and go into the mic. And at that point, you're getting a colored vocal sound that doesn't sound as good as just what's coming out of your mouth into the mic. You want to reduce as much of the acoustic reflections as possible. And if you need to use a pop filter, you can just put the pop filter straight in front of the mic, and then you sort of use that, and that'll reduce the plosives, T's and P sounds especially. And you can also use this sort of in a way for the vocalist and the singer, so that if you want to move the mic around, maybe off axis, on axis, you use the pop filter as a target for the vocalist, so that they're not following the mic around. And maybe if the mic is off axis going down, and you like the sound that it's creating while they are singing straight on, that if the mic is tilting up and they're like sort of following the mic, you just tell them to sing straight into the pop filter and use that as a target. So same rule applies, kind of go like this and straight into the mic, good starting point. And the closer you get, the more of the bass response you get, because you get more of the proximity effect. So if you want the sort of sultry Leonard Cohen style voice, that's maybe a good bet. But overall, start like this, and you'll usually get pretty good results. And in the following clips, I'm going to show you a few vocalists that I've recorded using both the Spirit and the Origin. Here's an example of a male vocalist singing, well, this is technically a punk song, but this part is kind of more chill than that. This band is called Dirty Magic, and just released their debut EP called Sick of It. And this is a track off their new EP. And he's singing into the Spirit microphone. He's actually singing with another person, so you'll hear a little bit of bleed because there's another person singing on the other side of the room.
Got a one-way ticket now, they got me now. Caged up and locked down in prison bound.
And then here it is in the context of the rest of the mix.
Got a one-way ticket now, they got me now. I'm caged up and locked down, and I'm prison bound. And they'll remember me, 'cause I'll never be free. And they'll remember the look on my face when it all fell down and fell into place.
And you can see here that all of Evan's outro vocals are stacked. So that's all the spirit together. Show you that in solo if you want. It's still mixed, so there's some processing on there too.
And they'll remember me, 'cause I'll never be brave. And they'll remember the look on my face when it all fell down and fell into place.
Here's an example of a female vocalist singing into the origin mic. This vocalist, her name is Katie Haverly, and she has an excellent band here in Tucson, Arizona. Really, really talented musician.
For the holes we can't hide, but in the meantime, while we can still rest, but in the meantime.
So that's in solo. Let me put that in the context of the mix. Put it back into the bus and put all the processing back on here. And take it off solo.
For the holes we can't hide, but in the meantime, while we can still rest, but in the meantime, while we're still in our bed.
The last example I'm going to show you is from an artist named Lila Lopez, and I'm just going to show you the mixed version here. Basically, this is a work in progress mix, and it's has some processing on there, but I'm just going to let you enjoy the example, the solo vocal first, and then I'll pop in the track.
Well, the beast is tearing right through the seams, it seems. Build your home a careless shrine. Ooh.